very expensive birds. His ducks and birds are more expensive than his kids. And no, not for food.
Nama pun tak tahu sini.
This was not in the weather forecast. So much rain.
Correct.
Should be dry now.
I wish it could be longer. Very nice. You like so much. Have you ever seen a milk bottle that big and brown, white? Cute. Kan? Bontot dia. Bontot dia macam bontot.
So here on the right hand side is where the southern shipyard is located, who is still making those traditional wooden boats we use for the weddings. In the side river there are a few examples of those wooden boats. But he's not only making small boats, also this big boat has been built there. And when they got some extra time, they're also making the wooden boots, the clogs. So they always say Asian moms are very, very dangerous with the slippers. Then you never met a Dutch mom with the wooden boot.
Asian mom slippers. Dorang wooden shoes.
Oh, anybody who catches me a duck, I make free dinner, but we're gonna eat chicken today. I know how to cook, but I do not know how to kill. So I do know the recipe of the Beijing Korean. What a hot pot. Spicy one. But if you have very bad luck and your house burns down in a fire, what happened here on the right, you have to rebuild your house in the original state it was before the fire. And that's why you also see the small little hump again in the roof. So here in the village we have 86 high arch bridges and 176 smaller footbridges. So all the most of the houses do have solar panels, heat pumps and air systems, but those are all at the back sides of the house where you cannot see them from the water side very clearly. But because the people and the animals were all living under the same roof, the cooking was done outside of the house, by the smaller cook houses. And here on the left hand side, in between the two bigger buildings, you see a small white building with a cute little chimney. So that used to be the cookhouse and not an outhouse as many people think it was. This small one on the left. I don't know if the guy is still on the rooftop. No, not this one, the next one maybe?
Cookhouse gini macam ni. Not living on this one.
No.
Cookhouse gini macam ni.
Do we have Italian people on board before I make the next joke?
No.
Lucky. Because here in the village we do have Italian mafia, but here is not called the Godfather, but the Goatfather. Last summer I had Italians on board, he was from Sicily, and he said, "Young man, we have a problem." He was real mafioso. So I've seen Italian mafia, I have seen Moroccan mafia, and also I've seen the triad. But there he is, the Goatfather. He's standing on his little truck next to the bridge. At the Italian restaurant.
The first one to be here was the Italian.
So here he is, the Goatfather.
Ambilkan video.
So here in the village we only have a school for the kids from 4 to 12 years old. So when the kids are 12 years old, they have to grab the bicycle for 10 kilometers one way or 20 kilometers one way for the next school. And you can only go by car or by bus if you have a medical card or a medical explanation. If you're just a very rich kid, so like a silver golden spoon, and you go with a driver to school, you will get bullied the rest of your high school days. Because here in the Netherlands, you go on a bike, in good and bad weather. But if we want to study even more, we have to travel so far away that most of the students from 16 to 25 years old are only living here during the weekends. But most of the students will return after they finish their studies, like I did, or when they start their own families, not like me, or when they're going with retirement. And about 55% of the people who grew up here when they were younger will come back dead or alive. So my classroom, everybody's still alive. My little brother, 3 years younger, already 6 dead. Drunk drivers. So this house on the left used to be the school director's house, because the building next to it used to be a small school back in 1800 to 1926. Oh, and today they're filming something here. I don't know which movie or what kind of cast, but camera's still there. Oh, they already put the lights away in the cameras. Today they filmed a movie scene here. Mind your arm, sir. Careful. So after the next bridge on the left, we got the church, still in use every Sunday. And the smaller stairs, which are going from the river up to the church, we locals use these stairs only twice in our lives. So first time will be with our marriage, and the second time when we lost the discussion with the wife, so with our funerals. Because a man has only two options in a marriage. He can be happy or he can be right, not both. Because a happy wife makes a happy life, they say. They say. They say. They say. Because I'm more happy without my ex than with. Motorbike's still there, not the one.
They say.
And this house on the left is the house where the priest is living. So in 1968 was the year that all the houses got connected to the sewers, gas, water and electricity. So that's less than 60 years ago, which is quite late for Dutch standards. But you can find this very important infrastructure by the yellow signs with the K or with the Z on them. So here on the left there is one of those yellow signs. And this yellow sign means electric cable. So if you want to be a terrorist in the Netherlands, just look for the yellow signs, plant a bomb there and you can black out half the neighborhood. Yeah, it's for maintenance. And to know if you're gonna dig in your garden, where not to dig. With this, we're almost at the end of the tour. In about 5 minutes, we're back at the restaurant where we started from. Anybody who wants to get off the boat or... Nobody? Okay, then I keep driving. But anyways, we're almost back at the restaurant, so if you still have some questions, please do ask. And when we're getting off the boat, please don't forget to take anything with you. Because last year alone I found 25 phones and could only return 21 of them. I even had to take a special trip to Asia last winter to take a few phones with me and try to explain at the airport why you have 16 phones with you which are not yours. Took me about an hour. But on the other hand, I had very cheap holidays. Because if you lose something, just send an email to the company and maybe I will come bring it next January to you. But it will cost you 3 days of sleep at your place for free. So last winter I went to South Korea, Jeju Island.